I reminisce about the love we had. I reminisce about the love we had. Tender moments seem to go so fast. Reminisce, reminisce. I reminisce about the love we had. I reminisce about the love we had. A love so strong it will never pass.
Love Park Connection.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
So today we are going to talk about why accountability matters, especially in your relationship.
Yep.
But before we get started, let us introduce ourselves. Welcome to Love Park Connection, where we talk about the pains and pleasures of life, love, and relationships. My name is Angela Parker.
And I'm Pierre Parker.
We are a husband and wife marriage and relationship coaching duo. We have been married for 28 years and together for over 30 years.
Yep.
And it's our goal to help Black couples love more, communicate more, and build healthy long-term relationships and marriages.
Yep. Look, soon we're going to be saying 29.
I
years.
know,
We
huh? In
have to
a
remember
couple
that.
months. I know.
Yeah.
Well, not to say a couple months in December. Also, if there's any value you find in our content, or if you just like our content, please remember to subscribe and like.
Yep.
That really helps us.
Hit that thumbs up.
Hit that thumbs up. That's right. So let's get started on this accountability, because not just in relationships, and that's what we're going to focus on, but life, folks are not holding themselves accountable. And I already see that look on your face. I already see that look on his face, because we talk about this a lot. We talk about how we are just not holding ourselves accountable. We're not holding other people accountable for their actions. And this goes into relationships as well.
Yes.
So let's start off. What is the definition of accountability? And I know most of y'all know what it is, but accountability is more than just saying, I'm sorry. It's about owning your actions and your words, because not just actions can hurt, but your words can hurt your relationship.
Yeah.
So people need to understand that it's more than just words. It's more than just actions. It's also about feelings as well. So, and how those three can affect your partner and your relationship. So we need to realize and understand when we have done something that affects our partner. We have to own up to that.
Yes.
We can't place the blame or point the finger at the other person.
Nope.
So, babe, I know you got a lot to say on this, because we talk about accountability a lot. See, he wants to sit there and be quiet, but because I know how he feels. You know, even though most of the time when we're talking about accountability, it's not necessarily in relationships, but it all ties together.
Look, you gonna
look. No, leave it. No, that warehouse stays over there.
That warehouse with them soapboxes. You know?
So why is accountability important, baby? Especially in a relationship. Why is it important?
I mean, I think it's important because you want to make sure that the person that you don't want to hurt the person that you're in a relationship with. So, I mean, you have to be accountable for the things that you say and the things that you do.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, it's so many things that can be done. And then at the same time, you know, some people just need to not be as sensitive for some things, you know. I mean, some things
I knew he was going to throw that in there.
You know,
don't be so sensitive.
Don't be so sensitive, man. You get some thick skin.
So that's what we call balance.
Balance.
You got it right. You do need to be held. You need to hold yourself accountable, but on the other side, you can't have such a you do have to have a thicker skin.
Yeah.
And I think we're losing that as well. But that's another topic. We're gonna put that one on the back burner about not being so sensitive.
Not being so sensitive.
But anyway, we're talking about accountability.
Yes.
So for me, the reason why accountability is so important is because it creates the foundation for reliability.
Yes.
You need to know that you can rely on your partner. And if your partner is not showing that he or she can be accountable for their actions, you lose that trust.
True.
And if you don't have that trust, then your foundation starts to crumble.
Yes.
So it's really important that your partner remain, and you
Mhm.
have to make sure that you are saying, okay, if I'm doing this,
Mhm.
or if I am doing these actions, what is going to be the reaction
Mhm.
from my partner? Is it going to be a positive reaction or a negative reaction? And if
Yeah.
it's a negative reaction, I need to hold myself accountable and apologize or make it right.
Yeah.
So, that's important, building that trust.
And a lot of times people not thinking like that.
No.
Well, actually, I ain't gonna say a lot of times. Usually people are not thinking like that. They're not thinking that, how is this person gonna feel if I do this? How
No.
is this person gonna, how is this gonna, affect this person
Right.
if I say whatever I want
Right.
to say,
Right.
things like that. People don't normally think about that because people are normally thinking about what they want to do.
Right. They think about themselves.
But when you're in a relationship and you're in a long-term relationship, you have to start thinking about that other person.
Right.
That's the only way it's gonna work.
That's the only way it's going to be long term.
Yeah. Short term, and you be back out in them streets.
Right.
We always talk about the streets.
About them streets. Right. And it's, and even if you're in a long-term relationship,
Mhm.
and you made it past, that you made it into some years,
Mhm.
you still want to make sure that you and your partner are in a healthy relationship. You
Mhm.
can be in a long-term relationship and it's not going to be healthy
Mhm.
because you, like you said, I'm gonna do what I want to do,
Yep.
and I don't give a damn about my partner.
Yep.
So just because you're in a long-term relationship, is it a healthy long-term relationship?
Yeah.
That's the question.
And a lot of times that's what ends up coming from a long-term relationship because you're around this person. You've been around this person for so long
Mm-hmm.
that sometimes you didn't got a little too comfortable.
Yeah.
You didn't got too comfortable and you just like, I'm gonna do what I want to do because
Right.
that person, she gonna be cool, or this
Right.
ain't
They
gonna,
ain't not going
they ain't
nowhere.
going nowhere.
Right.
Yeah, it's a little too comfortable.
Until that person does go somewhere. You be like,
Yeah.
wait, what happened?
That-
You weren't holding yourself accountable to how you were treating your partner.
Exactly.
And that person got fed up and said, I'm out.
Yep.
I'm out. So yeah, you do that. You got to that builds that trust, and that's being accountable. So you can build that trust. So you can have that strong foundation and, long-term relationship.
Yeah.
And also it strengthens an emotional bond, because if I know that I can trust you, and I know that whatever you do, if you do something wrong, even if you do something right, you're going to hold yourself accountable.
Yeah.
You're going to have a standard.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times we're missing that in relationships, is where is the standard in the relationship?
Yeah.
What do you value
Mhm.
in that relationship that you are going to hold yourself accountable so your relationship can continue to grow?
Yeah.
So that it's important to build that emotional bond, especially for women.
Yeah.
And I know men need that emotional connection.
You need it too.
You need it too, but we definitely know that women need that emotional connection.
Yeah.
So, if you're not doing right by your partner,
Mhm.
and not holding yourself accountable and taking responsibility for your actions,
Mhm.
there's going to be a disconnect. There's
Very
not going to
much
be
so.
there's not going to be that connection. So that's really important.
Very much so.
Exactly. And so some of the benefits of being accountable in your relationship, it reduces conflict.
Mhm.
Right, baby?
Yeah.
Want no conflict.
I want
We don't want no
conflict.
We don't want them
I
problems.
don't want them problems.
And it encourages growth in your relationship, not just together, but on a personal level.
Yes. Very
So,
much so.
and it fosters respect.
Is that what it does?
Yeah. Put some respect on it.
Put some respect
Put
on
some
it.
respect on it. So yeah, both partners have to be accountable. Like I said in the beginning.
Yes.
So it creates an environment where, each person feels valued and heard. So we got to make sure that,
Yes. And it doesn't just go for in the beginning. She said it in the beginning, but it goes throughout the whole relationship.
Well, I meant like what I said in the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
We
But I'm
know.
just saying ongoing, because some people
Ongoing,
think
yeah.
that you just got to do all this stuff in the beginning, and then once you get in a relationship and you get comfortable, it's like you don't have to do.
You don't have to work at it.
You have to work at it. You don't have to, I don't
But
have to be accountable for stuff, because they always gonna be there.
But I will say one thing: if you have built a healthy relationship in the beginning,
Mhm.
then no, you don't have to put. You always have to put in work. So I don't want you guys to think I'm take this the wrong way,
Mhm.
but you don't have to work as hard in the relationship. The relationship is always going to be a work in progress because you're
Yes.
always growing, you're always changing.
Yes.
But you don't have to put in as much work if you've done that in the beginning, if you built that trust, if you built that foundation, if you built that emotional attachment,
Mhm.
and all the other things that go along in a healthy relationship. If you built that in the beginning,
Mhm.
then yes, you got to keep it up, but it shouldn't be as hard. Our relationship now,
Mhm.
even though we still have to work at it, even though there's still times where I'm like,
Mhm.
we don't have to work as hard at our relationship.
Yeah.
Because we give each other that respect.
Mhm.
And when things do start to go, because they do sometimes, we have our own problems and we have things that we have to work through.
And I have to go take a walk.
Yes, go take a walk. But we do know how to bring that together because we have worked at it consistently,
Mhm.
where now it doesn't take as much for us to come back together and say I'm sorry and come back to where we were.
Yeah.
Is that right, baby? You think that's
right.
about right?
That's
Okay.
about right. That's
Okay.
about right. We got to lead them egos.
Lead them.
Lead them egos.
Boom. Egos.
Kick them egos to the curb. Them
Kick 'em,
egos will
yeah.
tear you up.
They will. They will.
They'll be like, you don't have to go in there and apologize to her. Man, you don't have to.
When did you apologize?
When?
Yeah, when did you apologize?
Well, on the last time when I when I took a walk.
You apologized?
What? Oh, you want to get into this right now? You want to squabble? You want to squabble? You want to get into it? Look, you ready for this?
We're gonna have to talk about that offline because I don't remember the apology. Maybe it was when you came in and you said you want me to edit the video. Was that your apology?
Oh,
I don't remember.
Try.
Okay, I'm not gonna
Look,
start. But I don't remember the apology. But okay.
We're about to put these boxing gloves on up in here.
Anyway, he said that, so I'm gonna believe him. Anyway, so what are some of the challenges? So some of the common challenges to accountability are fear of conflict or rejection, defensiveness. Some people get very defensive. I mean, I bet sometimes sometimes I do get defensive. Sometimes I do, but he does too. So he's just looking at me. But sometimes I will get defensive, and we got to realize that there's accountability versus being defensive.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to decide which side of the corner you're going to be on. If your partner comes to you and wants you to, and wants to hold you accountable for something,
Mm-hmm.
you need to look at it, think about it. Am I being defensive about this?
Mm-hmm.
You need to check yourself. You really do need to check yourself.
Yep.
And, what else, baby?
That's about it.
That's about it.
I mean, and our issue wasn't even an accountability issue.
What was it?
We ain't getting in. You squabble. You're trying to get into it. You're trying to get into it. Whoa.
Okay. And just a couple more things. Lack of self-awareness. So you need to encourage self-reflection, like journaling, practicing some meditation. If you're lacking that self-awareness, if you're not sure that you need to be held accountable or you're not being held accountable, then something's going on. And that's when you could, go do coaching with you and your partner, therapy, whatever works. But you need to make sure that you are self-aware of what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And
That's it.
I think that's it.
That's
That's it, y'all, for today. So please remember, like, share, subscribe. What else am I gonna say?
I don't know. You want squabble? You want squabble? Look, you keep trying. You was trying in this one.
I was trying. Well, you guys, thank you so much again for joining us, and we will see you again next week.
Yep.
And we gonna squabble.
We about to squabble. We're gonna squabble.
Because I don't remember the apology, but okay.
Whatever.
Anyway, y'all, thank you.
You apologize.
Oh, see, I apologize.
She apologized.
Bye. See, I apologize.
Didn't need to.
I apologize. I always apologize. Bye, you guys.